So a lot of people in the LEGO Star Wars community have been talking about how they want to clone this and clone that and clone whatever. I mean, even 2 of my most successful videos have been on clone battle packs. But guess who have been largely ignored by the community and LEGO themselves? Well, the opposite side, of course. My boys, the separatists, the CIS, the battle droids. Ever since the release of the AAT in 2020, we've only gotten a couple of regular battle droids in clone-centric sets, and I figured that needs to be fixed. So I did exactly that.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Sup y'all, and welcome back to another video. Or just welcome if you're new here. Thank you for clicking on the video. You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you watched the intro, and that's why you're here. So I'm not gonna repeat myself, it's Droid Battle Pack time. So without further ado, let's take a look at Graph. Only a small percent of y'all are subscribed, so if you've been here before and see yourself returning over and over, or this is your first time here and have enjoyed so far, then consider doing so. It would mean the most. And the best part is, if you don't want to do it anymore, you can just change your mind. It's that simple. Also, like the video and comment below what separatist sets you would want to see LEGO make. Okay, let's get to the video now. LEGO! Now, you might think this guy looks a bit familiar, and you'd be correct. I based the design directly on set 7654, Droids Battle Pack, which as a matter of fact is the only Droid Battle Pack we've ever gotten, and it was released way back in 2007, 16 years ago, so I believe it's about time for another one. Let's start by taking a quick look at the figures, as always. Now you might notice the figure selection here is a bit more varied than the original. Let's start with the figure whose inclusion I'm the most unsure about, the Commander. Now when looking up the last time we had seen these figures, I was shocked to find that this guy was only ever released in 3 sets. Sets 95115, 75043, and 75092, last of which retired back in 2015. Now is a battle pack a place for a Commander? I don't know, maybe not, but I felt that it's an important figure to have, and this would be an easy and cheap way of getting one. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. For figure number 2, we have a droid pilot, also last seen in 2015, but in far more sets, 8 to be exact. He's here to drive the carrier around, and again, could just be another regular battle droid, but I like variety, so he's here. I think that makes sense. Again, debate in the comments if you disagree. Now, figure numero 3 is 3 regular battle droids, 1 for piloting the S.T.A.P and 2 for ground assault. Now, I did decide to include a blaster for the third guy, so if you wanted him not to pilot the S.T.A.P, then that would also be an option. And finally, we have the 2 big boys, the Super Battle Droids, also last seen in 2015, which begs the question, what the hell happened in 2015? Anyway, these guys are an obvious choice, with them having been absent from anything for nearly 8 years. Actually, we do know what happened to the B2s, at least. They were discontinued because of fragility concerns, and I can attest to that. Anyway, that does it for the figs. Let's move on to the builds. Let's start off with the smaller of the builds, the Single Trooper Aerial Platform, aka the S.T.A.P. And it's basically the most modern version of the S.T.A.P. But I have built the blasters like they appear in the very first set that included them, set 7121, Naboo Swamp. And that's just because I think it looks better. The new ones are just way too wide. That's about it. You can attach a droid to the bars here, and well, yeah, it's a LEGO S.T.A.P. There's nothing much else to say about it. Let's check out the carrier. And as you can see, it is also heavily inspired by the original set. In appearance, it may look very similar with some changes, but the way it's built is very different. Now in 2023, we have way more unique pieces at our disposal than in 2007, making detailed builds much easier. The double cannons are captured and can be moved up and down just like the original. However, in the original design, the driver's seat could also be rotated slightly to the left and right, which I was in fact not even aware of until writing the script, and because of this is not possible with my model. Adding this feature would have also required heavy modifications to the build, and would alter its appearance significantly, and I was happy with the way it looks, so no thanks. At the back, we have a total of 8 spaces for regular B1s, or 4 spaces for B2s, which is an update to the 5 or so that could comfortably fit in the original. There are also 4 clips behind the driver for the droid's weapons. The driver's seat is also very different. The original set used a hollow cone piece for the cockpit, and I intended on doing so too, but I realized I don't have any in grey on hand, so I decided to use a car fender piece instead, and I think that turned out for the better. Also, adding this brown dish piece to the front gives the carrier an MTT-like appearance, which is very fitting since both are of course droid transports. It's like Little MTT Jr. And that about does it. But actually, before I finish, here it is in CIS coloring. I posted pics of the original on Reddit, and a lot of people said it should be in CIS coloring, so here it is. So, yeah. Anyway, what do you think? Is this good enough to be a real set, or should it be thrown straight in the bin? Let me know in the comments below, as well as if you want to see a tutorial on how to build these guys. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell if you enjoyed, that would really mean the most, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned. Bye!